Welcome back to this domination on African Gulf. Gonna be playing some coastal RB here. This is one of my more favorite game modes, probably my favorite game mode, if you can get a lobby that is actually boats. If you get thrown in with destroyers, it's not quite as much fun because there's not a lot you can do with one 3-inch gun, but here I am again. It's your boy Wham Whamson, aka County Check, bringing you, well, I guess in Naval it's not actually crusty old noob gameplay, since I know how to play this game mode, and I usually don't do bad at it. Look at that, almost a full lobby. Usually it's the other way around, 8 real players and the rest are bots. So it's nice to see what for Naval is a full lobby. It'd be hard for them to want to work on and solve the problems of these modes with, you know, not enough players in the lobby. They're gonna not prioritize it. And African Gulf is like, I don't know, the default map or something, because I've played on this African Gulf and coastal so many times. But it's one of the few maps I actually have any kind of understanding of. Aim. There we go. Is that the Tucumcari? I love the Tucumcari. I used to hate it when I first unlocked it, and then I got to playing it and it really grew on me. It's so fast. If you basically pilot the boat laterally to the enemy, it's hard for them to hit you. Go straight at them, it just makes it easier, but you gotta know what's good. Oh, he's sunk. Dang, I'm just coming up a little short. Yeah, I haven't really looked in the modifications on the USS Trashville yet, but this gun overheats. It's ridiculous how quickly it overheats. Okay, there's my AI shooting rocks. Thanks, guys. What we got here? Yeah, suck on that, buddy. Oh, not my battle bridge. Never fails. Doing good, making good progress. They nail your battle bridge. Hit this person. Yeah, if any of you people watching this are mainly ground or mainly air players, try Naval. Just give it a try. Just like anything else, it takes a bit to adjust to, and you got to figure out the ins and outs and the map stuff and what's the meta and what stuff is good or bad. But with experience, a good player can still use a bad vehicle to achieve results. Well, that's an interesting boat. Is that German? I don't know what this dude floating next to me is in, but it looks pretty cool. Hydrofoil boats are very interesting to me. Go behind a rock, punk. I see how it is. Oh. Destroyed by something I can't read. You'll have to forgive me for being an American who doesn't understand kanji from any of the Asian countries. I do think it's a fascinating system of writing, but I just never took the time to learn it or study it. I probably could have or should have, as much as I watch anime. Leave it in the comments below if you watch anime at all. I was born in 1979 and grew up basically watching, you know, Transformers, Voltron, G.I. Joe, that kind of stuff. But when I got to be old enough, the anime that was running around was like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and I couldn't take it seriously. I said it was stupid. It was for kids, or mentally challenged people, whatever. And then I had a son, and he showed me, what was it, Fooly Cooley, FLCL. He showed me Fooly Cooley and Steins Gate, and I was like, oh, okay, there is an emotional dimension to this storytelling that doesn't exist in standard westernized things. And I've done studies on the East, so I had a pretty good basic understanding of the differences between Eastern and Western philosophy. Oh man, come on, I just want to drop these mines. And that understanding, just gives me a unique point of view on American and Western type behavior, and it sort of highlights the differences between the two areas of existence of large masses of people, and how their history and their present time affects their personal behavior. I find things like that fascinating. I guess other people are interested in themselves and only just do stuff to try to advance themselves, or because they want to do it for themselves. I was never that type of person. I was always thinking about everyone else, and I didn't want or need anything to be okay. Man, we are getting asses beat. And so I can't say whether or not it's better for you listening or anyone out there to focus more on others than you would yourself, because in the world that we live in, the results of that are that you get used and abused and mistreated. Now, if we lived in a world where everyone was that way, sort of like tribally conscientious, and you included everyone on the planet in your tribe, then yeah, it would be a much different place. You wouldn't be in this situation where we're in now, where all of the large corporations have basically taken over all the governments, and if you don't do how they want you to do, they just make life miserable for you. It's basically going to wind up being rollerball. Some good old Charlton Heston. Leave it in the comments below if you've ever seen the movie Rollerball. For a short synopsis, it's a future set movie that was made in the 70s, and there's a sport called rollerball where different countries get together and beat the crap out of each other on a roller rink, and it's sort of like competition to keep the masses happy, like professional sports are. So in place of actual warlike behavior for the males, they can watch rollerball, and it shows them, that visceral side of life that lets them feel like they're involved in fighting. And it also reminds them that, nobody beats the system. Good movie. Definitely living in some of the most interesting times in our history. We've got things happening right now that harken back to things that happened in the 60s that people still talk about today. I'm not going to be any more specific because this is a YouTube channel and it's supposed to be about Warthunder, but life has become so very interesting that I'm not sure I'm interested in hearing about it anymore. Leave a comment below if you think the world has gone crazy. Yeah. I personally know what I think and believe, and my thinking structure is less simple answers and thinking I know, and more probability based. Like, people want a simple answer, like the grass is green, but sometimes it's emerald, sometimes it's forest green, sometimes it's yellow, can't just say that it's green. So, I don't know how to describe it better. The common person will want simple answers, when in reality, everything is based off of duality, and nothing is as simple as it seems. So, inability to accept simple answers leads to the ability of complex thinkers to basically control the simple answers that people will accept. Wow, where's my aim? I don't know, something for you to think about today. Everything has a flip side. Everything has an opposite. It's just like good and evil. Without evil, there could be no good. And who has put you in charge of judging which is which? That has to be on your own conscience. Well, it looks like we're about to lose this match despite my best efforts. I'm guessing I'll come in first place on the losing team again, which happens to me so often in this game mode. Not sure if I'm playing with adults or if I'm playing with a bunch of 5-year-olds that think boats are cool, and that's pretty much my mentality. Oh man, it's okay to be mature, but don't mature past the point where you lose the wonder for life. That's how you lose. But if you've been here with me watching, I super appreciate you. I hope that you can get any kind of cool thing from this or something useful. I hope that you're living a happy and good life and that you think about what's going on in the world and take the appropriate actions to keep yourself and your family safe. Yeah, there we go. First place on the losing team. God bless America. Let's go. Still got some good SL. Either way, I love you guys. And as always, I hope you have a good day and you don't ever let anything get you down.